Okay, hi and greetings to all of you. My name is Honor UI, and I am here to redeem the pledge or the promise that I made when I say that I was going to show you guys the design process for the Cascade application. So this is me here trying to show you what I actually did, and I'm going to roll straight to the whole processes without wasting any time. So if you are just joining me, my name is Honor UI. I'm the founder of Alchemy Pro. I have a learning community, Alchemy Pro learning community, and it's going to be nice if you join my learning community so we expand the knowledge, get more ideas, connect, and make cool money. Alright, so back to what I'm talking about. How did I design this? I showed you guys a sketch recently and I told you that I was going to come up with a design process, and that is all I'm going to show you today. First, I'm going to show you how I was able to um, fix the logo, that's the icon for the mobile application, and then how I went ahead transforming the low fidelity sketches that I made over to a handy design that you could really use to create your own prototype in other software or applications or platforms that will help you to do that, like Adobe Illustrator and After Effects, Figma, and Sketch if you desire. All right, so we're going to stretch the point right now. All right, the first thing I'm going to show you is how I went ahead to create the wonderful mobile app. So here's it. Here is the mobile app. I'm using the laptop I'm actually using is a touch screen, so I'm just going to be tapping over my screen. This is how I was able to do that. I was able to fix all of this and kind of match colors for them, and you can really see how amazing they came out to be. And this was the gradient, how I was able to fix the gradient and the blending types for it. It was kind of super amazing too. I could still decide to change this color if I wanted to. I could want to say, okay, we want to work on something close to this, but it's not going to be pretty amazing, but something like this could still be really cool. um, and then we could just to come over here and decide that we want to give it something kind of on the lighter shade of it. And I could just say okay to this guy over here, and if I decide to place him over here, you can still see it's still gonna look pretty cool, right? Okay, it's gonna really look super amazing. And then we still have all of this nice stuff here. We could still put over the heads just to make sure that the application comes out to be what we made it to be. And this is just the shadow part of it. We could actually make the shadow thicker like this. So this is actually how I came about to make this amazing and wonderful design that you are seeing right now. So back to how it was before. So boom. Alright, so this was the former design, how it works. So I'm going to show you the UI that I already designed this morning, and I'm gonna show you how it looks like. This is the first side of it. Okay, so this is what we're gonna be designing, and I'm going to show you how I was able to do all of this as well. This is still what we have over here. You can just ungroup it and make things look super fine and super fast. Okay, so that's just the way it works. All right, so back to the design. Certain things to take into considerations while using this software CorelDRAW to design stuff like this is because this is really not meant for UI designs and stuff like that. But you can still harness this to get greater options as well. And this can also be saved totally as an Adobe Illustrator file that can be placed on different layers, and I'm going to show you what that is before we go straight into the design, because I'm not going to do that at the end of the design. Alright, so I'm just giving you this information because it's going to still help you to see how the faces of all of this comes out to be super pretty designs. Alright, so if you want to save this, let's say as a Adobe Illustrator file, and you just pick separate elements, okay, you can just go over here and say you want to either save as, or you want to use this option here that says export. Okay, you could say you want to export this as an Adobe Illustrator. Here it is here, so you can say you want to export as an Adobe Illustrator. You can also choose to do that for a Photoshop. I think there's a Photoshop format here. You can just go down and you're going to see a PSD, that's an Adobe format. You also have SV, just Calibre Vector Graphics, and so many options. You can also make it an icon automatically. It's an icon from here, and it's super amazing. So this is how I can be able to do this and transform it into Adobe Illustrator. From Adobe Illustrator, I can move over to every other platform that I want to complete my designs. So I'm going to show you how this is done. First, I am going to change this to pixels because I really like working on pixels. It's memorable and I just like it. It's my flow anyways. Alright, so as the Oga from Alchemy Pro Learning Community, I'm going to still go ahead to tell you this is 1440 pixels by 2560 pixels. So that is the document size we're going to create right away while we start designing. Okay, so we're going to be having our sketch in mind and what we're going to be designing. So I'm going to show you how to do all of that. So it's great. Now, one more thing. Do not forget, all of these lines are just rulers that I just fixed here to make sure the design goes well. Now, you can still want to go with grades and still make the grade look super amazing. You can still go with super grids to make sure that it's still fine. Or if you want to still use a normal baseline grids, it's still fine. Alright, so you can just still go over here and take this away. And you want to use a kind of baseline grids, that's just what you want for yourself. Uh, you could still want to do, okay, this is just basically what I maybe wanted to do, but I'm not going to use any grids. I'm just going to use this lines overhead to create super stuff that I want for myself. Alright, so let us get started. Okay, so what's the first thing we're going to do? I'm just going to, instead of going ahead to create a new page and say, have I even tapped that? Control N, right? So it's going to be like this. So I'm just going to go over here and say new. So instead of saying new, coming over here and saying pixels and saying, what is it at 1440 by, what do we call that, 2560. I'm not going to do that nonsense, okay? Because I don't know want to waste time. So I'm just going to come over here. So because we're going to be designing this, we're going to use this to design the other one. So we're going to come over here straight to this point, and what I'm going to say here is I'm going to say, I'm going to right click and I'm going to say I want a page just after this one. So we've got another page, and that is where we're going to design what we want to do. So I went over here and I'm just going to copy out this because this is what I want to use. I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to say I'm going to paste it here. Oh, it's kind of really big. Okay, the reason is because on this laptop I do not have a Sophia Pro Lite installed. Okay, I don't have that installed, and I can't just go right away to pick it from my other computer. So I'm just going to say put it here and use the font, and just use the font for now. Okay, or perhaps it could give me a substitute font, and it's telling me Arial is a substitute font. I do not want that. I'm going to choose a substitute font from here. I'm going to substitute font here. Is that what they call it? Substitute, right? Doesn't sound well. Okay, I'm going to use Corbel. I think Corbel is also nice. So right here we have this application, and it's for us here on Corbel. Super great. All right. So what am I going to do right now? So not to waste time, I'm going to put it over here, and this I'm going to group all of this together, and I'm going to push the P button. Then that's pretty nice. So I want it to be, this is what I wanted to do. I want to put it just right here. This is what I want. I want it to be just right here. All right, just right here, and I want it to be kind of perfect square. So I'm just going to push this button, and if I take this to the top, that is where it's going to be, but it's actually running too fast, and I know why, because it is pixels. So I'm going to put millimeters, and that is going to be pretty good. So I'm just going to use the shift button, and I'm just going to reduce this guy to what I wanted right here. So this is it. Amazing. So when I click on this, and I'm just going to say ungroup it, because I know what I did. So I'm just going to group only this one, and then I'm just going to not that, hey, get back. So I'm just going to take it out, and then this is going to be in the middle here. So I'm just also going to reduce it to what I want. Alright, great. So I'm just going to push it to the top. Here is what I want. I could just still click on it here and hold the control and just drag it. Alright, and then just use this to pretty adjust it. Alternate key and click. It's gonna click the second stupid box there. I'm gonna take it off. And then this guy comes to over here, and I do not like that shape, so I'm gonna say paste it right here. It's still not giving me what I want, so I'm going to say I'm gonna give it a background color right here, so I'm gonna know what I'm doing. Alright, so great. So I'm gonna pick this guy, and then I'm just going to pick this guy to put him in the middle. This guy is already in the middle, so what I'm going to do is hold my shift key, and then I'm just going to reduce him to what I think he should be. Alright, then I'm just going to take all of it and group it, and then this one color is going to change back to white because we're going to be designing on a white background. So I'm going to come over here again. I'll take this back to the position where I want it to be, and it's just, now what did I do? What did I do? Okay, I'm just going to click just the one click, and then I'm just going to raise it over here. Alright, great. This is super amazing. Okay, so I have what I want. So the application, the icon is pretty super much ready. If you check this, it's not the same. Okay, but that is none of a problem. You can still want to perhaps reduce it if you feel like you might still want to reduce it onto something like this, and then kind of bring it down a little bit to this point. Perfect. All right, that's what I want. So if I show you this and this were designed already, and this no big difference. So you can still come over here and select our application. Just push the button that says to the middle, then use this and kind of give it this super feel. Okay, great. Okay, let's see what we have over here. It's kind of big, and this is not big at all. So what are we going to do? We're going to say we want this to also be kind of big, and we're going to give it black. Alright, so the black now kind of push it up. So if we are viewing it, this is how our application looks like. But we need some kind of space between that. So I'm going to drag this a little bit down. Put this a little bit down, so it's kind of great if we still view it. Right now our application looks super nice. So what else do we have here? Nothing else. So there's one more button we have just over the base here, and that is what we're going to be designing right now. So that's going to be more like a strength bar or a loading bar. So this is actually what we're going to do. Can make a big stuff like this, come over here and just shape it to this, and then I'm just gonna zoom here because I want the perfect size for this. So I'm just gonna come over here and just reduce it to this, and then I think I have what I want here. Okay, now we want to place out all of these colors that we're going to be using for our designs, and that is one thing that we do not want to forget. So this is blue. So how do we get this blue done? Just tap on it, right click on it, come over to object style, and you can say apply. So I already saved it as a blue color. Okay, so what are you going to do next time if you want to save new colors? You could say right click, object style. You could say you want to save a new set of form. You can come over here and give it a color that you want. Alright, so we have the color here, so I'm just going to highlight this, right click, come over here and say object style, apply style, app color blue. And this is super amazing. Alright, so right now we have that strength bar. So I'm just going to position it here in the middle, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold the control key and drag it to the button here. This time around I'm going to change some things. I'm going to put it right here, Ctrl C and V. Then I'm going to come over here and drag it to this point here. Then this one is going to be totally kind of color like this. Alright, or maybe this. All right, so and then this one, I'm going to drag it maybe 45%. And then what else do we have there? Is saying clustering your app. All right, so we're gonna have this one right here, and what we're going to say is we're gonna call it we're gonna say is clustering your, what is wrong with this laptop? Clustering your app. All right, so we have that. Just position it there, and we're going to drag the guy beneath. All right, so if we taking it down and we just put it right here, so we have that over there and saying clustering your app. So we just finished the first page when you turn on the application on your mobile phone. So this is super amazing, super crazy. Kind of like what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go straight forward to the next one. So we're done with that and we're moving to the next one. So this is what we're designing next. All right. So I'm kind of scared. Okay, so this is what we're gonna design. How do we do this? We're gonna come over here straight and say create a page after. Okay, we've inserted a page after that, and then we're gonna just look at it and see what is it. Okay, this is what it actually is. Kind of nice. All right, so okay, I've got a call on my phone. Okay, okay. I think I'm just going to answer this call. So just guys, just hold on a little bit while I answer this call. Hi, Emmy. Greetings. Yeah. Hello. Can you hear me? All right. Can you give me a few minutes? I'm doing a recording on my laptop. I want to do a little bit recording. I'll get back to you once I'm done. Yes, I will. I will. Sure. All right. Thanks. I love you. Okay. Well, that was sweetheart calling. So, okay, I'm just gonna put this guy back to charge. Okay. Sorry for that. That's how it works sometimes. You're not paying me for it, are you? Okay. So I created another one, so that's what we're going to do. So some things you're gonna notice here. We're gonna be pushing this icon to the top a little bit because this is what we're going to be writing out here, right? So and this time around, this is what we're going to do. I'm just going to copy this out, and then I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to paste it, and then I'm just going to drag it to the top a little. I think here seems to be nice. So what else do we have here? So it says okay, I think I'm gonna bring it down a little. Now this is good. All right, so we have something here that is going to be um what the application is meant for, and we're just going to say create it for whatever. So I'm just going to come here and say copy this and put over here. I'm just going to paste it here. So that's just it. Creating whatever. That's just what the app is going to be having this. So create it to harmonize your tags in clusters. You can change that for whatever you want to do. And then what else do we have? Now we have the sign up and sign in. You need to choose which do you want to go for. Okay, so how did I create those buttons? I'm going to show you how I created these buttons. I'm just going to come over here, and then I'm just going to do stuff like this. It doesn't really matter how clean it is. Just come over here. Make sure you drag this, and it's not perfect. So you come over here and right click on this, and you say app color. You want it to be app blue. Great. Alright, so that's actually what I did. So then I want to actually maintain the size, so I'm going to measure this by adding this here, and I'm also going to measure this by adding it right here. So I'm going to pick one more from the top. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to pick one more from here. I'm going to put it here, and then cool. Alright, so when I go to the page we're designing, and this is it here, I can easily drag it over to this point here, and I can still reduce it to what I want. So it's cool. Alright, so that's what it's all about. So when I come right over here, I want to put something called sign up. So I'm going to say sign up. Alright, so I'm gonna position it in the middle. Okay, so I don't want that. So this is overhead. I'm going to position it in the middle, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag it up to the center here, and I'm going to make it to be white. Okay, kind of bring it down a little, and give it some kind of special fonts. Okay, I think that's still going to be cool. Alright, so I think I'm going to leave it like this. So what is this saying? Sophia, and there is no Sophia on this laptop. Whatever. Uh, okay. Sophia. Is that how they spell Sophia? No, hell no. Okay, so I'm just gonna call him Sophia. We do not have Sophia font here, so we are going to use what was that font before we chose? I've forgotten what it is anyway. But okay, this is it here. CorelDRAW, right? So we're gonna use CorelDRAW. Okay, I think CorelDRAW works for that. So what we're going to do, we're gonna highlight this, copy and paste it, and then we're just going to bring it over here. All right, so it's over here. We're going to change something, and this is going to be in. And not just that, we're also going to change this, and we're going to make the color kind of rounded right. Let me do something here. Workspace help. I'm going to say, okay, it's tools, column management. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, this is this. Okay, okay, fine. Color palette, I got it. So I'm gonna add a RGB because that's what I'm working on, because I want to be able to pick colors. So I'm gonna pick this color right here, and I'm going to add it as the line. I'm gonna add it right here as line color. Oh, sorry, I didn't highlight it, as the line color, and I'm going to take out that from the inside, and then I'm going to make sure that this is also blue. All right, so now we have actually done this. So this is kind of pretty cool and pretty nice, but we want to add some shadow to this. All right, so this is where we're going to do our shadow and stuff. So to add a shadow to that, this is what you're going to do. Just highlight on this, come over here and choose what kind of shadow you want, then come over here and just select small glow. I do not want it to be 100%. I want it a little bit of 20. All right, 20 is not good, so I think this is going to be nice. Then I want it to spread like this a little, so I'm going to say 50. I think I'm just going to work with 50. Then I want it to spread a little. Okay, and that's kind of good. And then I want the color for the spreading to also be the same color for the icons, so that's good. Cool. All right, so and this is where we can reduce it to 31, say 30. All right, so great. So the same thing here goes for 30 and 34. So we're going to still say small glow. We want it to be 30, and we want this to be 34. So this is super, and this is clean. All right. Okay, so great, and here we go. So if we are going to view this, now we have this for our mobile application. Okay, great. So let's see what is remaining on that one. Oh, super clean. That's clean already. All right, so we move to the next. All right, so this is kind of good. Oh, but let me show you how this is. So this is what this truly looks like. So we're gonna have the sign up, the name, and all of that. So we're gonna go right ahead to design this. All right, so we're not going to kind of waste all of our time, trying to design this. So this is what we're going to do. We're also still going to come over here and say we need you to put a page just after that. Okay, so the page is after that, and we are going to do something really amazing. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay, this is where the line stops. So we're just gonna put it right. It's gonna stop right here. Okay, so this is going to be more like the base for what we're going to do. So when we come over here, and we're just going to perhaps select this, it's not a perfect stuff. So I'm just going to say, since we do not have that, double click on it to give us exactly what we want, and then we just come over here and stop it right here. So not to waste your time, you're just going to right click. You're going to still right click over this application, come over here and say object style, apply color blue. You can do this to any color that you want to. Alright, so I'm just going to come over to this one we just designed, and then copy this completely, and then when we come over here, we're just going to paste it. So right now we're just going to push it up a little. Alright, so let's say something like here seems to be good. Alright, so push it there, and then there's something that we need to do. We need to put this sign up here, so I'm just going to say sign up, right? But we already have that right here, so I'm just going to copy this, come over here and paste it. So what I'm going to do is just click it and drag it right here. Alright, so we have similar stuff to what we have right here. Okay, so nothing to worry about. Absolutely nothing to worry about. So our application is coming up. So we want to create this body here. So remember, we are going to have to copy this as well. And then we just come over here. Okay, we just come over here and we're just going to paste it. Okay, but this time around, we're just going to push it down a little, but just hold this and just hold this like this and push it down. Alright, so I just want it to be at the middle point here. Okay, I like this. Okay, so if you check, this is what we have here, and then that is not what we have right here. So we're going to create something different. Okay, and what we're going to create is going to be something like let's see how this started. Okay, just above this here, we can just put it right here to this point. Wow. Okay, so great. Now we have this, and it's going to be totally white. All right, totally white. So to maintain that color, we're just going to push this uh to the front. Gonna uh page up. No, not page up. Okay, sorry, this computer is, I'm not really used to it, so I'm gonna say yes, this is what we want to do. So this is gonna have some kind of rounded corners, so we're gonna apply the rounded corner like this. Not just rounded corners, it also's got a shadow, right? Like a glow. So we're gonna put a small glow around it, and we're just gonna say 30 exactly, and we want it to glow at spread at 34. Okay, no, 34 is really too much, so we're just going to say 20. All right, so let's make this to be 40 so we can see it a lot. So when we view this, you can see that we are just getting closer to the application we want to create. All right, so over here, one more thing we're going to do is we need to create a space for the name and other things that are necessary. So we're just going to come over here and just copy this out, and I'm just going to take this kind of over here. Okay, because it's white, we're going to still give it that blue or kind of dark like this. So we're not going to make it really black, we're going to make it something like this so you can see it, right? So but it's still kind of big, so we are going to reduce it. Alright, so we do not want it to be that big. So we're going to reduce it to something like, say, this. Alright, so I'm going to put it somewhere here. Alright, I'm going to put it somewhere here, and we're going to say this is going to be full name. Alright, so it's going to be full name, and then because it's full name, we need a field for the name. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to come just to write over here and we're going to draw something like this. All right, we're going to draw something like this. I don't know if it's right, but we just have to do it anyway. Okay, so then I'm just going to raise this to this point. Great. So right now we have that for the full name, and it's going to be white. We're going to take out this border, and we're going to make it to also flow from the left from this point, and then I'm going to put it this way. Okay, and then we are going to put it like this. Okay, so right now we are just going to reduce this and kind of increase this a little. 18, I think this is going to be good. And then like this. So but that is not giving what we want, so we are going to still do it by kind of playing with it to really adjust it. All right, so this is cool. All right, so I think 24 is too much. 12 should be okay. All right, so I think this should be kind of okay, because when you view it, there is actually this stuff when you design it with material design. This is really applicable to material design. So then you come over here and then just copy out this and just bring it down right here, and then we're just going to call this, I'm going to put my name there. Okay, Onoha UI. Great. So, and I want it to be kind of darker than the rest of them, while this one goes a little bit faint, or kind of this. You can even give it this. Alright? Alright, so that's great. So when we actually put it back to the normal stuff, we could see it like this. So it's saying Onoha UI, right? So that's a full name. Okay, so we are not done yet. So we're going to still bring all of this, and then we are going to copy all of this. All right, and then we're going to just hold the control, bring it down. Let's see here, bring it down again, because we want to have 3 fields, so we want to give them super space. So this is going to be here, and this is going to be here. All right, so this is not going to be full name again, this is going to be email, and this is going to be password. All right, it's going to be password. So for the email, I'm going to say it's just going to be my name at mail.com. All right, and then for the password, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something different. You're going to see what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to be this, and I'm going to give it this. Take away the shadow. Now notice when you do stuff like this, and I'm going to cut it. All right, so when I come over here and just highlight this and I say paste it, it comes like this. So space B, space B, space this, space this, space this, space this, space this, space this, space this. All right, so password is complete. So you can see that we have this kind of done right now, and it's super kind of amazing. So this is it. You've got a full name, you've got other amazing stuff. So I want us to be really clear about this by pushing it down, so we have some space from where the layer started. Okay, so when we go like this, this is it. Super clean, super amazing. All right, something is missing here. All right, so over here we have this color for the Facebook, so I'm going to show how to do that. I'm just going to highlight this and just copy the color. So when I come over to our application here, this one is going to take no background at all. It's going to take no line colors at all, and it's going to be oh, what is going on? My hand seems to be kind of wet. Okay, so I'm just gonna come over here and say this. All right, so that's what it got there. Okay, but that's not where we want it to be, so we want it to be for this one below here. All right, so and then the up one is still going to remain sign up, and then the one below is going to be sign up with Facebook, right? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to say sign up with Facebook, and then we're going to make this to be bold, and then we're also going to make this ones to be, instead of 24, we're going to make them 18. All right, and then not just 18, we're also going to make it white. So it's 18 and it's white and it's fitted in the middle. What else can I say? So one more thing I'm going to do is to have my hands on this guy and reduce him like this. Okay, so perfect. Now this seems kind of good. All right, so one more thing is remaining. We're going to write, if you already have an account, please sign up. So this is it here. I do not want us to waste more time trying to do this and just showing you possible ways that this could be achieved. So just copy over here and just put the guy down here. All right, so if you want to really be sure if these are kind of in the middle, group them, position them with the P, click on them, hold your control and drag. All right, so it comes to the middle here. All right, so if this one also is not in the middle, so just do the same thing, hit your control and just drag it down, then use your arrow key to adjust according to your settings. Okay, so one more thing is missing right here, and that is we do not have the what do we call it, we do not have the icons right there. So I'm going to show you how to design the icons. So I'm just going to do that myself. I'm going to have the for the user, this is going to be for the user, and I like using this as well. So I'm going to have something like this. Okay, so you could really make super funny characters with this stuff. That's why it's kind of amazing. Okay, you could do so many nice beautiful things, and people be like wondering, is it possible? How did you do that? So I'm just gonna come over here. I'm just gonna make another layer here. Okay, I'm gonna do a funny one here. I'm not gonna do the same one that I did. I just thought about something. So I'm just gonna come over here. I'm gonna come over here, bring this down, make the head kind of fun to big, and come over here, and I'm just going to simplify it. No, I made a mistake. So this is supposed to be in the front. All right, so when I highlight this and I click this, that goes up. Amazing. So I'm just gonna select this with the shift key and push the guy a little bit below. Woo! We got a good guy over here. This is super amazing. So when I just say this guy, I want it to be around button shape, so it goes this way, and I also say this guy, hey, I want it to be a curve, and I take it up, so this guy becomes like this. So you can actually still want to tweak it to something you really like. All right, guys, sorry about that. Apologies, my device just went off. Okay, so thank God I was able to recover stuff from where I stopped. You can see it's actually an unsafe title here. So whew. All right, so sometimes this kind of stuff trying to mess things up, and um, all right, so we actually stopped where I said I wanted to create the icon for all of this. And the icons are going to be similar to this one's here. So that's what we're going to create. But I want to create something different. So first of all, I'm going to create this guy. I'm going to be fast this time around. I'm going to create this guy, and you can create this different ways, okay, just for fun, okay. And just gonna also have stuff like this. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to increase this, so when I cut it up, I'm just going to push it to the front as well. So when I actually cut it off here, it's going to be perfect as I desire. Alright, so then one more thing is I'm going to just reduce it, and then this guy over here is going to really get this. Okay, so I could just say this one is just going to be a curve, and I'm just going to delete it. That's the first thing I did before. Remember, it's going to be a curve, and I'm also going to delete this. So this is going to be a boss man. Alright, so I'm just going to increase this here and kind of increase this here as well. So alright, so this is another kind of boss person. So if we just group that together and put it here, give it a nice color scheme here, this is going to be nice. Alright, so here is the guy. So we could just take the head of this dolly, take it up a little, and it's cool. So the next thing we want to design right now is going to be the envelope. I really don't like designing envelopes because it's kind of, I don't know, I don't like it. Okay, so I'm just going to come over to the middle here, and I'm just going to break this guy, so right here I'm just going to kind of raise it to this point here, and perhaps they might also want me to still make him look kind of nice. Who cares? Alright, so I'm just going to make him look this way. Well, I just wanted to show you that everything can be drawn right here, the icons, every single thing. So I'm just going to put all of them together and still give him super nice colors. Alright, so that's what we have for that right here. And remember, your password can definitely be different ways, okay? You can have your password like this and just like this. So this is going to be a different one. I can still do the other one, but I just want to do this. I thought of doing it anyway. It's nothing bad. So I'm just going to put this here, and then this guy here, I'm just going to make it to be a curve. So I'm just going to raise it, and I think it's going to be nice if this one too breaks from here and breaks from here too. So I'm just going to say, okay, this guy too is a curve, and I'm just going to raise it up like this. Who knows? Kind of fine. Maybe it's not fine as you thought it's going to be, but I think it's still going to be okay, and I'm pretty sure you're still going to like it. So this is going to be right here. And remember, when fixing passwords, that this actually shows that when you're typing your password, people are going to see what you're typing. So you could still decide to make a stroke. Okay, when you make a stroke, the stroke is going to be like this, but that depends. Alright, that depends. If you want to make a stroke and put a stroke like this, that actually means no one is going to see your password, but I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, I'm going to just take that away, and then I'm just going to kind of reduce this. I'm just going to group it, and I'm just going to reduce it. Alright, so let's begin to fix them at the proper places. So just going to put this one right here. This guy, I'm gonna group it as well. I'm gonna reduce you. I'm gonna bring you for the email position, and the boss user is going to be right here. All right, so we are just going to increase just this part to zoom it, so we see what we are actually trying to do. So we're just gonna push this guy over here. I think we're gonna use this guy's width to measure all of it. So the width is 6 this, so we're going to also say this is going to go for 6. So since it's that way, all you need to do is just drag this like this and push it down to suit what you want. Alright, so that's perfect. So this one is also going to be that same kind of width like this. And then what we're going to do is still bring it like this. Alright, so it's going to be really bad, but we're going to correct it. It's just a nonsense mess. So we're just going to push it like this, ungroup it, pick this guy, and make him a perfect circle. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that we are good to go right now. Alright, so if I get this guy and I get this guy, I can group them together and push them to this point. Yeah, so when I actually go over here and do it this way, we have our perfect stuff right here. So, and this is the same thing we have over here, but this has got to be the sign in. So what are we going to do here? So go over here and create a page after, and then all you're going to do is you're going to come over here and copy all of this, and then you're just going to paste it here. But right now there are some things we're going to take up. It's a very simple design, so this is not going to be sign up, it's going to be sign in, and this is not going to be sign up as well, it's going to be sign in. Alright, because that's a sign in page. And then remember, something is here, so you can see that. So definitely we are going to take off the uh, so here is going to be name or email, and that's what is going to be here. And then this, we're going to take this off because we don't need it again, so we're going to take this guy completely off. And then since that guy is off, this is going to replace it overhead. I'm just going to do normal stuff I do. This is preferable. I'm going to just drag it over here. Alright, so we have that right. So we're just going to push this one here, and what we're going to do is also drag this guy. We're going to ungroup it, and we're just going to take him and perhaps push him over to the top, like say kind of here. Alright, okay, so that is what's going to be there. And there's one more thing that we need to do here. It says don't have an account, create one now. So this is going to be that portion where we're going to use, say so I'm just going to put this in the center so we don't have to lose anything. So I'm going to say don't don't have an account, create one now. So it's going to be create one now. So when this wants to be okay, so I want this one to be we could say CorelDRAW, right? Which is actually CorelDRAW we were using. So CorelDRAW, I want it to be big. Then I want the size to be not just 12, but perhaps 16 is going to be okay. Alright, so that's pretty nice. Alright, so don't have an account, create one now. So if I'm just gonna position that, I'll position it, and I'm just going to drag it over. Okay, what happened to you, boy? Okay, just gonna drag it over here. Alright, so right now we have actually completed the sign in pages. Alright, so this is super cool. This is nice. Alright, I still got a lot of work to do, but I just wanted to show you how possible it is for you to achieve this using CorelDRAW. So let's still go over and see what we have designed. This is not what we designed, but this was what we designed. We designed this, we designed this, we designed this, and then we designed this. So this is a super way that you can go all over to design your user interface using CorelDRAW, and you do not need to stress the heck out of your life. This is what I do all the time. And I just want to go ahead to create new stuff, amazing designs. I just go over here to my amazing X9, and I take my time to sketch stuff. I know it's really important to do sketch in the digital way, your storyboard and all of that, the user journey. But I think I like to mix the traditional and the modern sometimes. And for me, my sketch pad is always right beside me, so I'm not going to throw that away. So for every single person who wants to improve your skill in UI and UX design, you can always follow me on any way you want to follow me. All right. So I'm Onoha UI, and thank you so very much for being part and parcel of this. Like I promised, here it is. See ya on the other side. And remember that you matter, keep on being awesome. In the end, I die.